screen for prisonplanet.tv because you're going to have to hit buttons while I talk about it. The very first thing that shows you the card, and it's so loving and it's so great. So what's it going to do? Well, you'll be able to, where is it, guy? Clear register. See this right here? Clear register. It's over by fourth one over, other side. Boom. There it is. Okay, put it up on the screen so I can read it while we do this. It says, don't waste time in airport security. Ever notice the trip through airport security can take more time than the flight alter itself? At least it feels that way. The truth is, navigating the seemingly endless airport security line can cause unnecessary delays and undue stress. So how does it work? Hit the button. See the little button over there, guys? It's really a hip and fun site. It says, how does it work? Oh, there you go. Show your clear card, fly through airport security. See, everybody's standing there, but he's running right through. Look at me! All right, go to the next thing, where it works. We've got over 20 airports nationwide. Yeah, get in the game. Take your slave card. You won't have to stop. All right, go to the last thing, how to apply. See, everybody's not going to be able to get this, but once you apply, that last button right there, once you apply, you're on Easy Street. Hands back, oh yeah, you're in. What they don't tell you is once you give up your biometric data, they keep it whether they give you the card or not. And really, why don't I want somebody with my biometric information? Well, it'd be awfully easy to frame me for a crime I didn't commit if you had my fingerprints, and you could put them at the scene of a crime. And it would be awfully easy to frame me for a crime I didn't commit if you had my DNA, and you put it at the crime scene. Wouldn't it? Oh, but they don't frame people, Jason. The cops have never been corrupt. Not in this country, not in other countries. Police have always loved us and treated us so well. All right, let's go to Kurt in Colorado. Kurt, you're on the line. Yes, sir.
Jason, how you doing, man?
All right.
Hey, two things real quick. The first one, I called you last week about the Eddie Falco billboards all over Denver with the huge syringe in your face.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, she's you know what? I actually saw that today on YouTube. They're offering it. Go to youtube.com.
Right, that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, she's yeah, it's exactly true. She's you can watch the free video, and she's just sitting there with the needle in her hand. I didn't even notice that. I didn't pick up that selfie. It's called what? Nurse something or other.
Nurse Jackie.
Nurse Jackie. That's right, and it is being promoted pretty heavily, huh?
Yeah, I was going to encourage every one of your callers. I don't know how you would go about organizing this, but every one of your listeners, if there's anybody else in America, in their town, who sees these things, I'd like to know about it. This is going to be huge. I mean, Denver can't be the only place they're doing this.
No, I mean, if it's on the front page of YouTube today and they're offering the first episode for free, there's obviously a huge campaign behind this show, possibly trying to desensitize us to the fact that they want to inject us all with delicious vaccines that are there to love us.
Oh, yummy.
You know what? I still haven't. I still have not played this Ambien CR clip that I keep wanting to find. We played one that was not the clip I wanted, but I keep seeing this every night I go home. This Ambien CR clip where it's literally 40 seconds of side effects and 20 seconds of commercial, and they're still trying to promote this thing as a positive. I mean, it literally says suicidal tendencies. Don't drink with it, or otherwise you're definitely going to die. I mean, you can't do anything on this.
How do these things how do they get through the FDA like this? Well,
because the FDA, because the FDA wants to ban Cheerios, my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
And
people think, my other thing.
Yeah, what do you got?
And this one, I think this is really important. And I heard Alex talk about this on his show today. And he said he would like to hire someone just to document all the times that you guys make these predictions like 9/11. I called you last week and asked you, where can I go to see his 9/11 prediction or the GM declaring bankruptcy or the price of oil? I think that's a really great idea. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lecturer. I could sure use that because as I was watching him in that clip, I could see he had all these news articles in front of him, and that's what I want to see. I know you guys have those archived too, and I think it'd be a really great idea if you could go point by point. Look, here's all the news articles. Here is exactly how we knew that it was going to happen, when, where, whatever, and just put it up there like that, and just have someone.
We definitely need more staff to do it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we are pretty darn small for as big as we are. Although, I am posting more video clips of behind-the-scenes stuff over at youtube.com/JasonJustice911 because I want to get people more involved. I want people to see, we're not a huge operation. It's basically me and two board-up guys at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And even when Alex is here, there's like 3 board op guys. And, you know, Alex is a lot more high energy than I am, my friend. Kurt, I thank you for the call. God bless. On the other side, I'm going to play at least a portion of the clip of, again, people standing up for their rights, saying, no, you're not going to tag and trace my ammunition. You're not going to make me register so you know how much ammo I have. It's bad enough you know, they have to know how many guns you have, and they're trying to make all these guns illegal. Oh, we're not allowed to have automatic weapons. The police are. That's okay. It's okay if Sonia Sotomayor writes a book called America's Deadly Obsession, their gun culture, and she says, well, the Second Amendment, and Dobbs kind of covered this today, but he didn't cover the book. He went over that she probably was not pro-gun, but they talked about these 2 cases that were really almost irrelevant. And she says in it, the Second Amendment actually makes guns illegal for the majority of citizens, and only those in the military can have these weapons. And when it says the opposite, remember, you're supposed to be able to be secure in your persons and property in the Fourth Amendment. And the Second Amendment is really there to protect us from tyrannical governments. Remember back in the day, founding fathers had the same weapons as the British? They were a lot more on par. Today we don't have spy chips and drones. Like, I can't go get myself a drone with a bunch of missiles on it, like the CIA does, hand it to somebody, have them throw the chip somewhere, and then I can just detonate that. I can't do that. The military can and are doing it. That's out of wired. I'm still kind of like jaw on the floor about that one. Yeah, we're paying somebody $122. We gave him this big handful of chips and told him to go get the militants. But when he realized he got more money for just throwing the chips anywhere, he just started throwing them in families' homes. It doesn't matter if he's killing women and children. He needs the scratch. He needs the cash. And, you know, I don't even know if that guy's the true demon. It's obviously the CIA that's the true demon that would allot him that opportunity without anybody following him, without anybody checking the validity of who he's putting these chips on. I mean, you're literally paying somebody to be a merchant of death, an angel of death and despair and destruction. And he's doing it to random, anonymous people. Disgusting. And that's why we're in Iraq and Afghanistan. Those are who the insurgents are. We're bombing children randomly based on thugs putting chips into their homes. The number is 866-582-9933. Back after this is the Info Warrior.